Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. It is June 28th. We're almost to the end of June, which is kind of hard to believe, but we are. To give you kind of a weather update for today, we're looking at partly cloudy, a high of 83 and a low of 62. Friday is going to be full-on sun, a high of 89 and a low of 64. Saturday, mostly sunny, a high of 93 and a low of 69. And then going into Sunday, partly cloudy, a high of 93 and a low of 72. So things are looking good, and we're going to certainly dry out a little bit more than we have been in the past few weeks. Some different items that we have, starting with Engineering and Public Works, as I usually do. Kimes Reservoir water outage. This is a boil order that's going into effect, actually started today. And that boil order is going to, or at least the outage, I'm sorry. As I look at this, we're going to be doing some repair work up at the Kimes Reservoir, which again began today, Thursday, and it will go on until this project is completed. The water service from Kimes Lane will be shut off to facilitate the work. It looks like there will be a precautionary boil order with this issued for the area that's impacted. The following streets are going to be included in the boil order: North Blackburn Road, Cash Lane, Westfield Place, Carroll Lane, Wonder Hills Drive, Sioux Drive, Emerson Drive, Larson Way, South Blackburn Road, Andover Place, East Clearview Drive, Robin Hill Drive, Ball Drive, Julian Drive, K Drive, Kimes Lane, Berkeley Drive, West Clearview Drive, Angela Drive, Virginia Lane, Ann Drive, and Albany Road. All right. So it's a pretty broad area that will be affected by the Kimes Reservoir water outage and boil order. If you have any questions or concerns, always feel free to call the boil order hotline, which is 740-594-5078 for any updates. And you can also check the city's website for anything boil order or water outage related. So keep that in mind. A large portion of the south end of the city, and it looks to me that a lot of this is in, again, pretty much Wonder Hills, but also the other side of 50 as you're heading out in that area. South Court Street brick repair. This is the West Union or West Mulberry and President Street corridor. Really, it's Court Street, but in between those two streets, Mulberry and President, for the street brick repair. It started on the 25th and will run through tomorrow, the 29th, for, like I said, brick repair. Another thing that came up, also under Engineering and Public Works wheelhouse, is that they're doing some sewer televising in the vicinity of South Schaefer Street and West State Street, extending to Bayard Avenue. And it's today, Thursday the 28th. It started at 8 a.m. It'll wrap up at 4 p.m. And what they're doing is they're putting a green dye into Oxbow Creek to look for any areas where there may be or could be potential leakage, to investigate sewer connections in that area. It's a green dye, it's non-toxic, and it will dissipate over time. We have fielded a few emails and phone calls about Oxbow Creek being green, but that's why. Again, looking at sewer connections and potential leaks within the Oxbow Creek area. Shifting gears a little bit, there's going to be an Athens State Street Art Walk, July 5th. This is several venues coming into play. Arts West is one, Southeast Ohio History Center, Casa Nueva, Passion Works Studio. This is a free event. It is kind of our first Thursdays of art. And again, it's on East State Street. We're kind of meandering all over the place. It's going to be July 5th at 5:30 to 8:30. Local artists and musicians and food are going to be provided. For Arts West, it's going to be Fish Guitar, Billy Reinhardt art, plus music by the trio Mimi Hart, Jim Smales, and John Borchert. Again, that's at 123 or 132 West State Street. Southeast Ohio History Center is going to have several exhibits on display, including quilts, bricks, asylum history, and a portrait exhibit. And that's at 24 West State Street. Casa Nueva, their annual Summer Casa Employees Art Show. And again, that's at 6 West State Street. And then Passion Works Studio, balloons, 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 plus hands-on balloon twisting and more. That is at 20 East State Street. So if you want more information on the State Street Art Walk, you can contact Arts West at 740-592-4315. Boogie on the Bricks is this weekend. This showed up, we were looking at the times for Boogie. Boogie again is on the 30th this weekend. Music's going to start at 12 p.m. and then the final act will go on at 9:30 p.m. Again, that'll be on Court Street, so keep that in mind that we will have a closure on Court Street for our ever popular Boogie on the Bricks this weekend. Another thing that's happening on the 30th this weekend, this Saturday, is the Athens City Pool opening. It's already open, but we're doing a ribbon cutting and a lot of festivities around the pool as we do have the ribbon cutting ceremony. Starting at 10:30, there's going to be games and activities at the playground and basketball courts. At 11:15, the Marching 110 is going to be playing down there, which should be rather enjoyable to listen to. At 11:30 is the ribbon cutting ceremony at the entrance into the pool, and then at 12 o'clock opening the pool, and there's going to be commemorative giveaways. At 1 o'clock, an appearance by the Southeast Ohio Copperheads mascot, Homer, and more prizes with that. DJ Rockin' Reggie is going to be playing in a kids' dance party with prizes. DJ Bardicus at 4 o'clock is going to be playing. And then 6 o'clock, there's going to be free giveaways. And then at 8 p.m., the pool will close, but there will be more giveaways associated with that. So please come out for the pool grand opening. Along with that, Athens Public Transit will be free on the 30th, so making the pool more accessible to all. I want to give some real quick factoids about the pool. A lot of you likely already know this, but the city of Athens has had outdoor water recreation since 1927, when a group of business owners, business leaders came together and said, you know what, let's build a pool in the city of Athens, and it became the Crystal Pool. Crystal Pool ran on through, I think it was in the 1940s. The city took ownership of the Crystal Pool, and that pool remained open for many years. And then in 1972, the next iteration of the pool, the Aquatic Center, the city pool, as everyone affectionately called it, was opened to the public, and that was open for almost 45 years. And now with this new pool opening and grand opening, we continue our legacy of outdoor water recreation just with a different slant on things. But I want to share a couple factoids with everyone who's viewing, and that is that with the new pool project, some numbers to share with you. With that project, 17,000 cubic yards of soil fill were brought in to elevate the pool to its current location. In terms of cubic yards of concrete that were poured, 1,392 cubic yards of concrete were used for the pool project. There were 26 companies involved in the work that took place at the pool, 9,000 linear feet of plumbing. So, we're talking, almost 2 miles of plumbing, of piping that ran through that way, through the pool, in the pool project. 18,000 feet of electrical conduit and 84,000 feet of wiring to make the pool happen. In terms of gallons of water, for the leisure pool, 60,649 gallons of water in that tank. The Lap Lane pool is 261,160 gallons, or 180 gallons total. The splash pad, or the tot pool, rather, 6,131 gallons associated with the tot pool, and the splash pad is 2,500 gallons of water. The slides themselves, we have the 2 slides. They circulate, 500 to 1,000 gallons of water circulating down through those slides. And then just in the planning process for the pool, through MSA Sport, Guteneck Construction, and others, there was 4,500 hours of planning that went into the pool itself. So a lot of planning went into that. So again, just some fun facts to share with anyone who's watching today. Back to Athens Public Transit, other free ride days that are coming up. Tuesday, the 3rd of July, 4th of July is on a Wednesday this year, but the Tuesday, July 3rd, which is when we have our firework display in the city of Athens. That will be a free ride day as well for the city. And there will be another one, which is October 5th for Stand Down, which takes place out at the county fairgrounds. So keep that one on your calendar. But again, Tuesday, July 3rd, is a free ride day in the city of Athens. I should point out that there won't be a press conference next Wednesday because it is the 4th of July. And city operations, in terms of the city building, operations will not be underway in the city building. Obviously, your water supply and your sewer treatment, that will still be running, as well as some of the other city functions, but just keep that in mind, that 4th of July city building will be closing down. The final thing that I have for today is a proclamation. It's kind of fitting, talking about the pool, talking about one of our major recreational assets. The month of July is Arts, Parks, and Recreation Month. So that said, I have a proclamation that I want to share with the viewing audience. Office of the Mayor, proclamation. Whereas Parks and Recreation programs are an integral part of communities throughout this country, including the city of Athens. And whereas our Parks and Recreation program is vitally important to establishing and maintaining the quality of life in our communities, ensuring the health of all citizens, and contributing to the economic and environmental well-being of our community. And whereas parks and recreation areas are fundamental to the environmental well-being of our community, and whereas parks and natural recreational areas improve water quality, protect groundwater, prevent flooding, improve the quality of air that we breathe, provide vegetative buffers to development, and produce habitat for wildlife. And whereas our parks and natural recreation areas ensure the ecological beauty of our community and provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. And whereas the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Parks and Recreation Month. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the Mayor of the City of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim the month of July 2018 as Parks and Recreation Month and recognize the Athens Arts, Parks, and Recreation Department and all the facilities in Athens. So there you have it. Proclaiming the month of July Parks and Recreation Month. Again, please come out Sunday or Saturday at 10:30 and enjoy the festivities at the community center, as well as the ribbon cutting ceremony at 11:30, and the, again, true grand opening for the new city pool. Come down and join us and partake in what's going to be a lot of fun and merriment for that element here in the city of Athens. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and tune in again in a couple weeks for the next installment of the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Take care.